Alright, and this stage starts out on Conveyor Belt. I'm not sure I like the design behind that. In hard mode, this is really tricky because that ice block won't be there, and there will be the those guys popping out of the ground to knock you in. I don't like those guys, if I haven't mentioned that already. We'll let him reverse the conveyor belts, that's okay. And there are some goodies we can collect. Do I need that? I'm going to take the one up, because it's not too difficult to get. Conveyor belts and explosives coming out of the holes. Okay, the easiest way to get this energy tank is to just take that path with the brick. Don't bother trying to go through it the other way with all the ice bricks. And I slid off the ice there. That's not quite what I was going for. My goal is to jump on top of the ice block there and use it as kind of a safety zone from the big stompy guy. Alright, we have someone I don't really care to battle. I'm just going to use the Mega Buster this time. I find the mini-bosses to be kind of annoying, but I feel like I can just pump Mega Buster shots into these guys and they go down just as well as with any special weapon usage. And with the Mega Buster I find myself better at dodging, because I'm not trying to use these tricky to use special weapons to maybe deal extra damage. We're just doing a straight up run and gun, and we have these stompy platforms again, and that was kind of careless of me. We'll fill up chill spikes, and I'm just gonna go. There's some health. I don't intend on coming back here, so let's pick this up, and we'll get into another mini-boss battle. But fortunately we have the Screw Crusher, which is amazing here. Just keep rapid firing it. Ignore those guys. If you don't kill him on the first round of those, do feel free to... I missed the tank. Do I have one? I don't have one. Why don't I have an tank? But just ignore his little minions until... I didn't want to do that. Until you absolutely have to kill them. If you don't kill them completely the first time. And... that's annoying. That cannon respawned. That Matar almost took me out. Alright. Let's do this very carefully. I said very carefully. That means without you guys shooting at me. I find the upper path to be at least slightly safer. Let's see if this works the way I want it to. Hey, it did. That's convenient. Whoa, that was almost really inconvenient. Now, how do we kill you from here? Thunderwhirl. No, that's not going to travel far enough. I guess we'll just use the bombs. It is possible to make that jump. At least I think it is. Another thing you can do is stand on the enemy's head and use that as like a platform. That's probably the safest way to do that. Screw Crusher is great there. Alright, I just wanted another shot at getting the tank. And I'll miss it again anyways. And that's an example of having to get off of the... Hey, stop that. The ice right away. Rush jet. I can't turn around. Oh, there we go. You have to fire to turn around to the right when you're on rush jet. I did not know that. Alright, let's try this again. This time I'm going to do things rush way. Overall, I don't really enjoy this stage, maybe because I get stuck on it for so long when I play hard mode. I don't know, it just seems like there's a lot of those bombs with parachutes that pop out of basically every hole in this stage. I don't appreciate that at all. I don't appreciate him either. So on normal mode, I don't remember where those guys come out and where they don't. I'm just going to take things slow here so I don't end up between a crusher and a spike place. Yeah. No, I'm not even going to worry about those. That wasn't nice. Ah, here's where we can go in up here. And we get, I believe that was a 1-up and a health power-up. And now to fight a giant crab. This is the Crab Puncher, who has stolen my favorite ability of punching stuff in the face. So we're gonna go commando on him. Commando Bomb works very well on him. You can also, if you shoot his hands enough, deal enough damage to take out his hands. Bubbles with the bombs will kind of go more towards your location than anything else, and Commando Bomb takes him out quite quickly if you are able to abuse the wave spread on that. And I don't really care for this stage either. It just has some gimmicks that I find are kind of unpleasant to deal with. Though I do appreciate their uniqueness. How do I kill you quickly? Not by missing. I'm just going to let the energy balancer fill up whatever it feels is necessary. That's kind of worked for me in the past. That's not what I want. I want water shield. Thank you. So we have these rising elevators, and we're going to get Metars here as well. So I've got the water shield. It works okay. What, did you like poke your foot, Mega Man? How come those bubbles weren't protecting me from the pokey spikes? Ah. Okay, we'll try this one more time. Actually, Triple Blade does well against these guys if you use it up close. Just because all three blades are kind of hitting at once, doing tons of damage. Alright, so you just gotta kind of balance the elevator. And that time I kind of got squished between the elevator and the spikes, which is why the invincibility did not save me. That was a demonstration of that. But let's stop demonstrating death for more than a few minutes, and let's focus on getting through here. Water Shield, you've been so effective thus far. Why don't we go this way? Yay, we made it. We do have one more of those sections to contend with. And we have Sniper Joe, who's going to shoot himself. That's got to be the most convenient way of taking out a Sniper Joe. And now we have another underwater section with a spike drop. And we have these teeter-totter platforms again. This time with shrimp that I don't really like dealing with. And so once again we'll see that the thing I don't like about the design of enemies respawning, if you take too long the platform will also reset and head back to the start, as you could kind of hear that it was about to do that on the first one. Oh. Do be mindful of your jumps, and see, it wants to go back. So this section can be kind of annoying with enemies respawning. Just take them out quickly, don't let them overwhelm you. I'm going to ignore that Metar. Not going to ignore this one. And this can be somewhat tricky, especially if we're going to do that. So I'm going to do this a safe way and use the wheel cutter. And we have a lot going on this screen. But it's really not as bad as what it seems. And we get a 1-up. Now you might think, okay, this stage has been long enough, we're at the boss. Nope, we're at another elevator section. So we'll equip our bubbly shield, and the layout feels very similar to the first one. So just kind of watch and make sure your feet aren't getting poked by any spikes. Don't let the Metars knock you into the spikes where you'll get crushed like that. Hey, we almost made it to the end. One of our flaky pieces did. Alright, I'll meet you back there. Well, that was a complete waste of a water shield. Wow, I almost got my foot caught in those spikes. Yay, that was a neat shot. Yay, I did something cool with water shield. Yay! Okay. Most of the time I don't feel that 1-up is worth it. I still have plenty of lives. And so we'll take out a few more of these enemies, and if we time commando bombs properly, we can get into this area, and we can fill up something. What needs to be filled up? Water shield, because I am not going to battle Solar Man again without it. This is not the best weapon to use here. Alright, we are at the boss. And, kind of like Mega Man 9, this is a throwback to the Yellow Devil. I appreciate this guy's design. I do not appreciate that those turn into bottomless pits down there. I also find that this guy is hard to track of as far as their movement goes. 'Cause although this one moves slower than hard mode, so I'm okay. He's weak to the rebound striker when you manage to hit him with it. And another weapon I like to use on him is the triple blade. Another tactic I like to use is not getting hit, but that doesn't happen so much, especially on the reverse of these things. Oh, especially when I jump into him. But now what I can do is use triple blade to still hit him. I'm using an energy tank because I don't want to lose to this guy. And sometimes, just like other enemies, if you can hit him with multiple blades at once, it will do multiple points of damage to him. Whew. Really close there. Yeah. Small hop. And he's gone. Do note that in order to hit that boss with the triple blade, you do have to be in the air so the blades take the downward arc